an alien planet, a time loop, and combat so fast it'll make your hands sweat. Returnal drops you into bullet hell action, where every dodge, every shot, every move matters. The weapons feel insane, enemies never stop coming, and PS5 haptics make every explosion feel real in your hands. The adventure pulls you deeper every run. New rooms, new secrets, new horrors waiting around every corner. Just when you think you finally understand this planet, the story flips everything upside down. This game will destroy you, and you will love every second of it. The combat is slow, precise, and brutally rewarding. Every enemy punishes mistakes. Every boss is an intense puzzle wrapped inside a deadly fight. No map, no hand-holding. Just you, your sword, and a world built to kill you. The adventure is dark, atmospheric, and loaded with secrets most players never find. Reach a boss fog gate with 0 health items and low HP, and tell me your heart isn't pounding out of your chest. A lone samurai, a massive island, combat so clean it feels like poetry in motion. 4 sword stances, lethal quick draws, perfect parries. The action here is satisfying in a way very few games ever pull off. The adventure never stops giving either. Follow a fox, chase the wind, discover shrines buried deep in golden fields. The director's cut adds a whole new island with story content that emotionally hits harder than the base game. But there's one combat decision near the final act that completely changes how you feel about Jin's entire journey. Don't let the colorful visuals fool you. The action in this game goes absolutely crazy. Weapons that create black holes, guns that swarm swarms, combat arenas that shift between dimensions mid-fight. The pace never slows down, and every new weapon makes you want to replay encounters just to experiment. The adventure jumps across stunning worlds that load in literally 0 seconds on PS5. No screen, no delay, just instantly there. And the moment 2 entire universes collide in the final act, things get wild. Korea just delivered an action game on PS5 that makes combat feel like a full-body workout. Eve fights with aggressive, stylish, deeply skill-based moves. Parry timing, dodge windows, combo chains, every fight demands your complete focus. Nail a perfect counter on a giant monster, and the screen almost rewards you for it. The adventure takes you through a post-apocalyptic world that is visually stunning and genuinely mysterious in ways you don't expect early on. And there's a mid-game twist about the true enemy that will make you rethink every fight you just had. Nobody swings through a city like Miles Morales. Nobody. The traversal action alone is worth playing this game. Combine web swinging with venom-powered electricity attacks, and every single combat encounter feels electric. Literally. Miles plays completely differently from Peter Parker, and mastering his unique powers takes skill and practice. New York in winter looks absolutely gorgeous, and exploring it never gets old. Hidden missions, side stories, underground crimes, the adventure content is packed. But the moment Miles has to choose between saving the city and saving someone he loves, that choice lands harder than any punch in the game. Aloy returns, and this time, the machines are bigger, the world is wider, and the combat is genuinely evolved. Overriding machines to fight for you, using elemental weaknesses to destroy metal dinosaurs piece by piece, gliding across massive canyons, the action here rewards creative thinking over brute force. Every new machine type forces you to change your entire strategy. The Forbidden West is a jaw-dropping adventure across deserts, underwater ruins, and forgotten cities. The world design is some of the best ever made for a PS5 exclusive. And deep underground, there's a secret facility that changes everything Aloy thought she knew about her own existence. Kratos and Atreus are back, and the stakes have never been higher. The combat builds on everything from 2018 and explodes it. Leviathan axe, blades of chaos, new weapons, new skills, new brutal finishing moves. Kratos fights like an absolute unstoppable force. But the action gets even crazier when Atreus fights alongside you with his own aggressive style. The adventure spans 9 realms, each one completely different in look, feel, and danger level. Exploration always feels fresh because every realm has its own identity. There's a moment toward the final hours where the game completely subverts everything you expect from a God of War ending, and it's one of the best payoffs in PlayStation history. 2 Spider-Men, 1 city, and a villain that makes both of them look small. The action scale in Spider-Man 2 is on a completely different level. Venom's symbiote powers, dual character switching mid-mission, new gadgets, faster combat, everything feels upgraded and intense. Swinging between Peter and Miles during the same mission creates this incredible action rhythm you never want to stop. A fully expanded New York with Brooklyn added makes the adventure feel genuinely massive. More boroughs, more secrets, more side content than both previous games combined. But when the symbiote fully takes over one of the Spider-Men and you see what it turns them into, that sequence alone is worth the price of the game. Forget slow and defensive. Bloodborne rewards aggression and punishes cowardice. The combat here is unlike anything else on PS5. No shields, no hiding. You attack to regain lost health, so running away literally kills you faster. Trick weapons that transform mid-combo, Lovecraftian monsters, and bosses that feel genuinely terrifying to face for the first time. The adventure takes you through Gothic Victorian streets, nightmare dungeons, and cosmic horrors beyond human understanding. The atmosphere is thick and oppressive in the best possible way. And when you finally reach the true ending, hidden deep behind optional bosses and secret items, what you see there cannot be unseen. Don't sleep on this one just because it looks cute. Astrobot is one of the most joyful action adventures ever made exclusively for PlayStation. The platforming action is sharp, creative, and endlessly inventive. Every level introduces a new mechanic you've never seen before, throws it at you perfectly, and then never repeats it. The PS5 controller is used in ways no other game dares to attempt. Wind, textures, resistance, sound, all through your hands. The adventure is a massive love letter to PlayStation history, packed with cameos, references, and moments that will genuinely make you smile. And the final boss fight uses the DualSense in a way that makes you feel like you are literally part of the game. Samurai meets demons, and the action never slows down for even 1 second. Neo 2 takes the precision combat of From Software games and adds a faster, more aggressive layer on top. Stance switching mid-combo, guardian spirit powers, burst counters against demon attacks, the combat system is incredibly deep and endlessly rewarding to master. The adventure takes you through feudal Japan reimagined with supernatural horror. Dark forests, burning castles, haunted shrines, every area looks dangerous and feels even more dangerous to explore. The boss fights here are some of the most intense action encounters on the entire PS5 platform. And when the true identity of the main villain is finally revealed in the last chapter, everything you thought about this story completely falls apart. An open world so massive and so dangerous that even veteran gamers felt genuinely lost and genuinely afraid. The combat demands everything from you. No pause button, no safety net. Every enemy can kill you if you get careless, and bosses like Millennia and Radon are some of the hardest action encounters ever designed in gaming history. But landing that killing blow after 20 attempts delivers a rush nothing else comes close to matching. The adventure across the lands between is completely open. You choose where to go, what to fight, how deep to explore. Underground cities, hidden caves, mountaintop fortresses, the world never stops surprising you. And when you finally understand what the Elden Ring actually is and what it has done to every character in this world, the story hits in a way you never expected from a From Software game.
Clive Rossfield doesn't fight like a traditional Final Fantasy hero. He fights like a man with nothing left to lose. The action in FF16 is full-on hack-and-slash intensity. Icon abilities chained into devastating combos, massive summon clashes that look like two gods going to war, and a combat speed that never lets you breathe during boss fights. This is the most action-focused Final Fantasy ever made, and it fully commits to that identity. The adventure spans a rich, dark fantasy world full of political tension, tragic characters, and breathtaking set pieces. Every new region feels different and alive in its own way. The icon battle sequences are honestly some of the most visually spectacular action moments in the history of the entire medium. And at the very end of Clive's journey, after everything he sacrifices, everything he loses, everything he fights through, the final scene is the kind of ending that stays with you for days after you put the controller down.
Before Ragnarok, before Valhalla, there was one moment that changed PlayStation forever. Kratos, the god of war, walking through Norse woods with his son Atreus, trying to be a father, trying to bury the monster he used to be. And then the world forces him to be that monster again. The combat here is raw, heavy, and deeply personal. Every axe throw, every shield bash, every brutal finishing move carries weight because you understand who Kratos is trying not to be. The Leviathan axe has some of the best mechanical feel of any weapon in any action game ever made. The entire adventure is told in a single unbroken camera shot. No cuts, no loading screens, no breaks. Just you and Kratos and Atreus on a journey through grief, rage, and love. And at the very top of that mountain, when the final secret is revealed about who Atreus truly is and what his destiny means for the Norse world,